Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of Radical Dream Play. I hope you have a good day. I just want to talk about, should we be scared about AI? What do you guys think? It's a big topic currently, and I'll just share my experience recently with AI. Well, at least in general, I think it's safe to say ignorance is bliss. So, what that exactly means is if you don't know about problems in your life, then life is a happier place. So, yeah, we can all ignore the issues, but let's talk through it. So, what fascinated me about AI recently, or what I learned recently, is how these courses where you can bring any business problem you have, and the course even guarantees that your business problem will be resolved by the end. So you come with this problem, you try to resolve it, and as long as you are busy resolving that with AI, the course presenter will help you until it is resolved. I mean, that's a decent deal, guys. So AI can already solve most business problems for you. The biggest challenge is that we do not really know what the challenge is. So how can we get AI to solve a problem for us if we don't really know the problem? And that is the next thing, guys, is that AI can find out the problem for you. How does it do this? Well, it interrogates you. You ask it to interrogate you. And you can come up with a problem. Once you are really interrogated on it, you will quickly learn what the real problem is. You might think, I spent 1 day a week doing the books of my business. But in reality, if you're interrogated, you might find out that maybe you spend 2 hours just getting all the books on your table. Maybe you spend another 2 hours sorting through invoices and receipts. Maybe you spend another 2 hours really restocking your business. And then only do you spend 2 hours doing the books. So in your mind, it feels like it's a day thing for you to do your books. That's what you call it, doing your books, and that's a day problem. Quickly, when you're interrogated and you set up the rules, how you want to be interrogated, you tell it, listen, just ask me 25 questions. Just go 3 levels deep on a question. Things like that, you can set it up as a skill in Claude, for instance, and you save it, and you can use it over and over and come up with different problems, and it will interrogate you on that problem again. So that helps a lot. That is what any admirable professional would do. It would interrogate you before any human will interrogate you before it's able to help you. That is really the way to do it. So AI not only will solve the problem for you, but it can also help you understand what the real problem is. I would propose any business owner to at least do some AI interrogation. I think you'll be surprised what you learn. I went to a course like that with I want video editing to be automated. And once you do that, you realize what the real issues are. Maybe you should film your videos differently. Then it can be edited easier fix it with the right tool. But first understand the right problem. So another thing about AI is Elon Musk's statement that in a couple of years, we will not have a cell phone with apps as we have today. We will just have one LLM or large language model on a device. And the only reason that's on your device is to lower the bandwidth needed. So the whole LLM would be installed on your device, and the bandwidth would only be used to execute tasks that you want to execute mainly. And this LLM would then, or AI tool software, will it will be used for your banking. It will be used for your WhatsApps. It will be used for your social media. Everything will go through this one sort of piece of software that is able to already, it can learn you. That's the whole point about AI. It is intelligence. It learns you. It studies you. So all the content that you will receive will be also AI generated. So AI will know what you like. It will be able to focus on that, hone in on that, make more such content to get you more hooked. So so that is another concerning thing, that content creators, software developers, yeah, there is a risk that AI will do a lot of that. But that brings me to my next AI point, and I still feel there is human guidance needed to get to proper software. So what I done was there was a guy making a video about how AI can edit his videos for him. He gives AI two videos. One is of him talking, and another one is his screen, PC screen that he shares. And at some places, I don't know, for some reason, he appears in the on-screen video as well. So in such cases, he doesn't want the end video to have two different videos of him. So AI, you can just prompt, okay, whenever I'm on the PC screen video, don't overlay the face or the video about me. And AI it can understand the prompt like that. It can interpret it correctly. It saves a lot of time in video editing. It can remove filler words, like and things that I use a lot. So it can really be helpful in that sense and reduce the time. However, I've made an app where I try to use Python not as a video editor, but building similar tool capability where I wanted to remove, whenever I present a technical project, how would you have a lot of silent parts and a lot of in it. And then I thought, okay, maybe a Python script can go through my video in the end and just cut all of that out for me. So the first code it replied to me was, it found a dead piece at the end of the video, just a silent part. So it saw, oh, here's no audio. So it cut that piece, and it said, and it used no audio codec, for instance. So then in other pieces where there was audio, it then used different audio codecs. So at the end, when it needed to stitch everything together again to form one video, it was all different audio codecs. So it couldn't stitch it together anymore. So then things like that, then I had to prompt it again. Okay, if there's no audio, add a silent audio. You do that, things like that, and enforce it. So there must be someone with knowledge to guide it. And then when it came back, okay, it got one that it cut the silent parts completely out. If it's more than a certain duration, it would cut the whole silent out, cramping the words on both sides right next to each other. So that's also not a smooth video yet. So I had to tell it, okay, if you cut silent, at least leave a little bit of silent. Short, you specify some value and you ask it to do it like that. Then when I got it back, there was these click sounds. Wherever it cut the video, there's a click. And apparently that happens where the phases of this audio, even in silence, it doesn't match up these phases. And you hear a click. And so I had to ask it to fade, for instance, 15 milliseconds on either side of these clips. And that was able to, now it's nice. It is then nice and a smooth video without these click sounds. So there's things like that. You have to assist it still. So I think there's still room for software engineers, software developers. So I used vibe coding also on a project that I did, and that is very powerful. I must say, I made a real-time F1 pit stop planning tool. And with vibe coding is where you prompt, I want software to do this and this, or I want this function to rather do this and this. And AI will reply with the software. You can use ChatGPT codecs for it to integrate into your software, into your IDE, and control your computer and your code base, like Claude Code perhaps. And that makes coding easy enough for anyone to do. As a business owner, anyone can now code. You can ask AI when you are stuck. We can call it AAI, Ask AI, or TAI, TTAI, Talk to AI. like RTFM in the old days. So what I like is if you use AI to generate code for you, that's more the route I like to do. Then you don't have to give your raw videos, for instance, or your raw data to AI, and you don't use your AI tokens as well. So the best I would do is get the code, get the scripts from AI, and you have the tools available. Build it for yourself on your PC that you can use it without burning through your tokens like that, and without letting out footage that's not processed. You haven't gone through it. You might have forgotten something you said that you don't want out there. Now you've given it to AI. I don't know. It's out there. I don't know. So the question I have about coding from AI is, does it really still need to learn human readable coding? It doesn't need to. It can code directly into assembler or binary for all that I care. I just want a document perhaps that tells me this is what the code then does. So you can at least reference it to something and tells it, hey, in this area, please add this functionality. That's another way. So readable human code, uh, we're lucky that AI LLMs are evolved like that, but it might end up that it switches completely to assembler and binary. If it does the whole software for you, why do we even need human readable code anymore? So I asked ChatGPT why humans are scared of AI, and it replied, firstly, loss of jobs, obviously. Secondly, loss of control. We don't have control anymore of the software or what it is doing for us, the images it creates for you, the music it makes. You lose a bit of control there. Misinformation and deception. Well, there's already a lot of info, a lot of clips in the public that's AI generated that is misinformation and deception. In fifth place, privacy. Like I've said, now you share all your data, raw data, everything goes to AI for processing. So privacy is a problem there. Bias and unfairness in fifth place. And then in sixth place, fear of the unknown. Ignorance is still bliss, I suppose. And then science fiction. Science fiction for decades already portrayed AI as something that ends up hostile against humanity. So that is really another thing. And then its last point is very interesting. What it mentioned was power concentration. And that is really, it fits with what Elon said about we'll only have one software. So that concentrates the power maybe to some, I don't know who will have control over it, some government entity. So it's just interesting that ChatGPT listed power concentration as the last point 8, and it fits so well with what Elon said that we will only have one AI software doing everything. That is a bit power concentration, I would say, rather than having several apps. So definitely AI challenges the sense of what makes humans special. When machines can write, draw, compose music, solve problems, hold conversations, people start wondering, if a machine can do this too, what exactly makes my ability valuable? Other technologies like planes and internet was also scary at first. I mean, they can crash, both of them, and but we got ways to use them safely and to work around all the challenges. It's easy at the start to just see all the challenges. Um, so maybe we should apply a bit of ignorance is bliss in new technologies. So, what big challenges did AI resolve already? Well, firstly, it resolved, it is from AlphaFold that resolved a 50-year-old biological problem in 2020 that gave the inventors a Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 2024. It solved the problem of how protein folds into a 3D shape. So the database now contains a prediction of more than 200 million proteins. I mean, that is insane. So we know what proteins can do. We saw it from COVID, where they modified the protein spike, and that's what the whole thing was all about. In second place, what AI was able to achieve is AlphaGo. So, lots of new tech comes from the gaming industry. And here, AlphaGo invented moves in the Go game, such as Move 37. So experts first thought it's a very bizarre move when they saw the move. And then it turned out to be extraordinary strong. So 10 years ago, in March 2016, AlphaGo beat the South Korean Grandmaster Lee Sedol 4-1. I mean, that is quite interesting. So what happened is this tool was able to go through different games and learn from that, learn patterns halfway through, look at the board layout. Okay, who won in the end? Okay, so from this layout, that person is more likely, blah, 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 things like that. Repeat it, and then starts, once it knew the rules of the game, it can create its own games and learn from that. So it can learn itself going forward. Um, so yeah, you cannot compete with AI in games. And then in third place, again, a biology protein one, and this is Alpha Pro, that is able to invent any new protein that you like. You ask it, you want this type of protein to do this, and this can invent it for you guys. If this is not scary, I don't want to fearmonger with this video, but look, now that everyone knows how the protein thing works, it is scary that info is out there. And AI, I mean, that this is mentioned in first and in third place. I mean, there's a lot of focus then on this. So that is a bit of a concern to me. Okay, and then in maths, Alpha Proof and Alpha Geometry already achieved silver medal performances. This is in fourth place, guys. Silver medal performances in International Math Olympia. So then also after that, it was able to, other software, AI software, was able to achieve gold medal level performances at these math Olympiads. And then in fifth place is DeepMind's Alpha Evolve in discovering better computer algorithms. So what happened is it would learn from code that's openly available and study that, and it found a new method using complex algorithms and neural networks to solve matrix multiplication. So that is a challenge that scientists has been working on for decades. So please guys, if you like this video, like and subscribe, that I can really bring you the best content that I possibly can. If you learn a single thing in any of my videos, then my day is made. That's all I want to do. I share everything I know when I address a topic. I don't hold back. My goal is to have the title, don't have clickbait, so you see what the video is about, and then I try to deliver at least that, but definitely I add more in the videos. So if you're satisfied with the content, please like and subscribe. That would really appreciate it. It would help me to bring much more such content to you. I just want to share everything I can with you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. I'll be there. Cheers. Bye.